What's up, guys? It is Hunter here from Floridian Strings, and I'm here to review the True Shaft. A lot of you guys have asked about my opinion on this, how light it is, the qualities, the characteristics of this shaft, how good it is, what's my opinion on it. I wanted to make sure I used it a lot. Wanted to make sure I gave a really good review on it. I didn't want to, make a review on it today. Got it. Wanted to, put it through a lot of use. Make sure it holds up fairly well. So let's get started. It is a pretty new company. The company that kind of owns the True brand is True Temper. So what that means is that True Temper, it's similar to Warrior and Brine. Warrior owns Brine. Just Brine is kind of a subset of Warrior, and that's kind of how it is with this. The True brand, like the True shafts, even though they're kind of their own brand, they are a subset of True Temper. Hence they both have True in their name. All you really have to know is that True Temper makes True shafts, and they've been around a long time. They have made golf shafts for over 100 years, and they have done extremely well with them. I know that they have, on the pamphlet that I got, they have won more PGA tournaments or whatever than any other golf any other golf shaft combined, which is awesome. So they definitely know what they're doing when coming to carbon fiber shafts. They recently got into other sports, including lacrosse, at about 2004. In about 2004, they started making lacrosse shafts and other sports equipment. From what I know, they used to and or still do produce shafts for companies like Epic, ECD, and other and SDX, Warrior, and other brands. From what I know is that I believe that Epic, the brand, the Dragonflies are actually shafts from True Temper that they ship to Epic or stuff, and then they just put their covering on. That I believe that's what they did with some of their alloy shafts too. They sent it to SDX and Warrior. They definitely know what they're doing when it comes to shafts. You know how good Dragonfly shafts are. Warrior, Brine, STX, all those good companies, including the ECD carbons. They do make two models. Currently, they make carbon fiber and they make a composite, hence the comp, and they make an alloy shaft, a metal shaft, which is good. I think it's good to have kind of both of those choices for the different players. So I got a lot. So here is my Composite 4.0. I don't know what the SF means. It might mean Smart Flex, which is kind of a new technology they've added. So anyway, people have asked about the weight a lot, since not a lot of people have had a chance to use one, see one, stuff like that. I did some research, and the weight of this is 173 grams. Now that is ridiculously light. And to kind of compare it to other shafts, a Dragonfly F30, a Warrior Burn Pro Diamond, which is one of the newest shafts from Warrior, weighs at 162 grams. So this is a roughly 10 grams heavier. I don't think you'd really notice that difference that much. And then Dragonfly F30 weighs in at 163, Gate Ice 164, the Dragonfly C30 at 167, and then the X and E30 at 169, and then the Maverick Unit at 172, Warrior Kryptolite at 177, and Nike Vandal at 179. So this is definitely right there in there with really light shafts. Personally, I don't really care that much about weight, because you won't really, during a game you won't really feel, a gram or two difference while you're playing. I don't even know if you feel 10 grams, but it's definitely good that it's pretty light. The shape, it is a slightly concave octagonal shape, so kind of just a standard octagonal shape, and then these middle two ribs right here are pushed in a little bit. It's a little hard to see, but I have to say that I absolutely love this grip. It's really, really nice. Your thumbs kind of just find a good way to kind of just like find a groove and kind of stick there. So personally, I really like the shape. A lot of people have asked me about the grip. The grip is a fine texture, so it's a very, very light sandpaper grip. It's definitely lighter than the Dragonfly E30, and I'm pretty sure about the C30 and X30 as well. It's really, really nice. I don't really need tape. I used to use tape a lot, but with this shaft, I don't really need tape. Just have some tape at the bottom, just just because where my butt end goes, my bottom hand goes. So yeah, that's the grip. It's really nice. I really like the grip. So the flex, they come in two different flex rates, a 6 and a 9, and presumably they're on the same flex scales as Dragonflies, because I'm pretty sure that they make the same, that True Temper makes those shafts. So I'm pretty sure these would be comparable to Dragonfly flexes. So this is a 6. The one they sent me was a 6. However, they do have a 9. With the 6, I could bend it a little bit over my knee. I've tried a Dragonfly with a flex of 9, and I could bend that a little more. But this is still definitely very nice. I haven't really felt it when I'm shooting. I haven't really felt the flex. I'm not really much of an outside shooter. I play X, so a lot of my shots are kind of those inside kind of finesse shots. I have ripped a little bit, and I haven't really noticed the flex. But I think I felt a little more kind of a little more power to my shots, though. I felt a little bit, so I'm not sure if that's the shaft or something else. But yeah, so the flex is definitely very good. So yeah, that's the flex, and then there's two kind of new technologies that True Temper has kind of put in this shaft. First is Smart Flex, the one I was talking about before, and it's about how the shaft will flex in a certain place at a certain time. So that means that the shaft will kind of flex in the optimum part of the shaft, when you're shooting, and it gives you that little it might give you a little, like, 1 mile per hour added to your shot or something like that. It might just give you a little more oomph and a little more kind of more accuracy, which is always good. And then it's Smart Ply, and this, I believe, is just a way they lay the carbon fiber along kind of the shaft. It creates a better strength to weight ratio, which means that it'll be lighter and stronger, which is always a good thing. So yeah, that's kind of the characteristics of the shaft. And now onto durability. This weekend I played with it at I forgot what the tournament was called. I think it was called Summer Face Off or something like that. It was in Kissimmee, and we played 6 games, and so I got a lot of really, really heavy wear. I did play U19, so you have all those big boys who hit pretty hard. So what I noticed the first couple days in just practice, I started to get kind of little scratches. I don't know if you can see that. There's kind of scratches right there, and right there. That I don't really notice at all. I don't really feel it. Sorry. I don't really feel it when I'm playing. So it's not big of a deal. But then when I took my head off and I kind of looked at it, I noticed there were a lot of chips in the paint, which it worries me a little bit. I'm not sure how it will affect the performance of the shaft. I'm not sure if it's just like the paint outer coating. I am pretty sure it does hold the grip though, so I think if you can kind of peel all this off with all chips, it'll be very smooth shaft. The biggest one is right there. There's a pretty big chip. There's some chips down here, and there's kind of chips all over the place. So that's the one thing I think that True Temper needs to work on in their shafts, is just kind of the durability of their paint and or grip and or their outer layer or whatever I guess they call this. It's I don't really know how this will affect the performance of the shaft. I hope it does not. I hope it does not kind of change the way it performs. It might be actually it might be a little lighter, just because kind of these things, even though they're really small, they do take a little weight. But hopefully, it'll still work awesome. So that's the one kind of critique I have for them currently. I mean, it's a really light, it's a really good looking, really good feeling shaft. I love the grip, I love the shape, I love the weight. Everything about it I really do like, other than the fact that it kind of chips. So yeah, that is my review for the True Composite 4.0 shaft. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you check out my Instagram, FLA Strings. I will be posting pictures of this and a bunch of other cool stuff. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all those cool things. Check out my Instagram, and I'll see you later.